What's up, guys? It's Mr. Jamvid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. I know it's been a couple days, didn't upload Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday. It's just been Saturday was my girl's birthday, so all day gone there. And Monday, not birthday, but similarly busy. And as was yesterday, was more of I needed to had a lot of loose ends because I've been moving a lot, so just had to sit back, get some clarity in. So I could have recorded yesterday, but I chose, let's just wait. And so today, let's get that momentum back. So I just didn't want y'all to think that I just dipped out on you. But I want to shout out my man 8142E. He got a 90% on his exam. He said my tricks worked. Thank you, man. Now I'll admit I don't remember. I remember the conversation, but this was like maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I think he had issues with studying, and so obviously human behavior is human behavior. And if you understand that, the same things apply. That's why you're the avatar, right? Gaming and all that bleeds into it. So I don't know exactly what I did, so I'm waiting on him to tell me so that I can remember what I said and what the topic was, so everybody else can learn. It's not only about, I say this all the time, it's not only about mines. And so shout outs to D Fast. My man got the book and he's just been soaring, man. Taking full advantage of losing is good. And he said that's really transformed his life offline. I shouted him out before, but I wanted to do that before we get into the swing of things. So we're using something a little more fun. Choice Banded RHYPERIOR by Storm Zone here. I know we decayed a ton because I haven't played in a long time. And we have 5 losses to give. So we're 80 for the 79 wins, 35 losses, and we're at 1781. It might be even lower than that with the decay, because you know how that should go. But that's fine. Oh, I still have rest. I tried to change this to toxic. Specific. Parasong works too, but I like toxic. Okay, so let's break this down. Azumarill is damn good in shutting down Volcarona, most specifically. And that's one of the cases where that toxic could have been clutch, but we'll play around it. Swordsdance, Weavile, low-key sweeps. Low-key, the lowest of keys. Guards really poorly against Dragapults, both Dragon Move and Shadow Ball. So we're gonna leverage that as much as possible, more so Shadow Ball. So in order for us to do that, I will need to remove Bisharp, which is not easy, not with this team. Oh, I have Low Kick. Okay, that works. Low Kick actually can sweep my opponent then. I don't know how much it does to Cloisters. That's the only thing. I'll need to get rocks up early. Shadow Ball, force him Bisharp, revenge kill with Low Kick, give him Pharaoh. Can't guard against ground. So what I'll do is, my goal here is to prevent, I can deal with everything on this team. Volk is a little concerning. And the Cloister. So this is like the worst case possible. Like Azu was like the worst possible mon that could come in. Everything else would have forced a taunt or given me a kill. This is literally the only thing that can't kill him. But he might fear Belly Drum, which would be pretty devastating for him. So I'd assume, okay, you'd taunt or you'd Will-O-Wisp here if you have it. No fucks given. Okay. So we Flamethrower here. Just on the off chance homie wants to go hard Bisharp for some reason. You never do that though, especially when you got so much hazards. I have hazard control. Yeah. I'm just thinking Flamethrower plus a Shell Smash. Flamethrower plus a Shell Smash. It'll bank on so much luck. I can't have cloister setting up. That's the worst of the two evils. So because as I said, Azu, because I can't excuse me, knock him out. And what's interesting, I don't know what Muse run I've faced one with Explosion before. I faced one with Flare Blitz before. But like in a case like this, if I let Weavile and Swords Dance, we can calc actually how much cloister. There's a lot about his team we don't know, so we have to kind of gauge, right? We have to like say, okay, well, you know, which of the mons? So here comes the Bisharp. Ferrothor's sole purpose in this life is to kill this mon. So hopefully I eat knock. Yeah. So okay, awesome. Then this positions me to where Cloister can't just set up. Right. I don't mind Volcarona. Leech Seed first. Yep. Because now he's thinking, well, he was. I'm pretty sure he was thinking, is rocks better there? Not because I don't have toxic, so I don't like rocks there. So I'll whirlpool here. Psychics. So now I'll protect stall. Between whirlpool and double protects, I'll be at like 80% at the end of this turn, even if he quivers again, which I figured he would. Yeah, but the whirlpool damage is just too much unless he got hacks. And so Azu is in a position where, like, again, we're trying to stop Cloister from getting free setup. Excellent. So we parry Shang here. Oh yes. Only thing that would have made that better is if I managed to get the Perish 2. I have to lose a mon to this. No, the Cloister is still a problem. So I'm not gonna sit here. This is where Toxic would have been clutch. So you Rock Blasted there. He's probably gonna spear this turn. And he can still flinch. But I notice my teams just always have a problem with Cloister. And with the damage, I might die to Ice Shard. Like, he can technically hacks me to death even without the Shell Smash. But between Ice Shard flinches, excuse me. Okay, he switched to Dragapult. I'll certainly deal with that. I wish I had Toxic right here. Let's say he's Spexed. If he's DD, RHYPERIOR positioned well, does me well. If he's Spexed, he has to lock into something. He's Spexed, cool. Which is interesting that he's going that route, considering like Weavile SDing here. Still not reliable. Fucking Cloister. Maybe I should have set up rocks versus the Volk. Cloister. Okay, I'll EQ here. I could see him potentially switching it out, not wanting Weavile to set up. Really, what I ideally want it to come down to is a speed tile SD here. I don't think I have a choice. If the Cloister doesn't come in, then I have a potential win con. If he double Shadow Balls, I win. Because 2 Shadow Balls won't kill me. So his best bet would probably be like, okay, I'll just give you my Pult. But that's Plu. That's 2 SDs. Yeah, I think the Cloister still is gonna I have to kind of go off the choke here. So Cloister. Well, this is be a good lesson. I'm not matched up well with these teams versus Cloist. We've custom set +2. This is not the custom set. Oh wow, that's way too much power you're giving me. I set the custom set. Why doesn't it have low kick? Oh, low kick kills. That's interesting. Low kick kills? This can't be right. Cloister is that heavy? Even if it doesn't kill. Well, it can matter if he won the speed tie. So if this calc is correct and Cloister is heavy enough for a low kick kills, because low kick's looking to be base 100, which is phenomenal. Yeah, okay, we win. All right, I don't know why I thought Cloister was taking like base 60 from low kick. That means that means my opponent should have never shot a ball lock then. Or maybe he didn't know that calc. So losing is good. He can learn from that calc and play it accordingly next time. But obviously now he'll need like some miracle for Dragapult to live this ice shard, and after that miracle he'd need to win the speed tie, and after that miracle you need to crit my Lando. So quite a few miracles needed to go down there. So yeah, I'm actually very impressed with Weavile. Base 100. Good shit. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting one for a few reasons. RHYPERIOR is a very unique mon in the sense that it has Mega Horn, and Mega Horn kills. Mega Horn takes lies. So, Heat Crash. I wonder how fast Buzzwole is, or how, like, the Heat Crash weight difference. But let's break it down. Ozdu's core purpose is one to help me guard against that Weavile. I have Toxic in this one, right? Yeah, so it helps me with Slowking as well. Ozdu is actually a fucking just nuisance for him, especially if that's body press zone without like steel move. SD Weavile once Buzzwole is gone could literally just 6-0 him. That's not Scar Victini. Banded Stone Edge says hello. And RHYPERIOR is very difficult for him to one-shot. I think only Slowking or, Magnezone could do it. Lando shuts down his own Lando for the most part, and guarantees me Toxic versus the majority of his team till I get to the point where I can Shadow Ball. I'm going to play towards Dragapult because it's the simplest. But first, we'll aim to get rid of that Slowking if possible. No. So Banded Stone Edge comes out. RHYPERIOR's solid rock ability is just incredible. It's impeccable. He actually goes for the triple. Did he think that would kill me? Please hit. Thanks. I don't know why he just gave up Weavile. I mean, Ripe is a problem, so I respect it, but I wouldn't have given it away. I think that's a waste of a RHYPERIOR. I'm really not sure what to expect from this Buzzwole, honestly, and I don't like the idea of going hard odds with Orlando. I don't want any Toxics coming out. The toxicity. Some is just being like, what if he's Banded Jam? Like a Banded Buzzwole. Know where you're banned. Azu is the safest bet. I'm gonna Ferrothorn first. If he is Banded, he would never CC. As I see Ice Punch come out. Interesting. If he has Ice Punch and Lax, so we'll go Azu here. Okay, cool. Come on, man. Get it together. So I Whirlpool here. If he leaves it in, the Buzzwole's gone, so I figured he wouldn't. As I said, Azu is going to be a nuisance. Excellent. Excellent. So he's not choiced. As I said, if he was... Wait, why don't I have rocks? Oh yeah, it's on Ferrothorn. Oh, I defogged that game. Okay. It's Helmet Buzzwole with Gotcha. So as I said, I'm going to overwhelm him with Dragapult. I noticed his big weakness to it. Eject button, huh? Okay, I'll take it. Magnezone can't even take on Pult, technically. But Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt. He could still have the Iron Defense. And I want rocks up versus his style of team, because now we're getting to places where SD we've, well, no, because he has, I don't have triple axle, so that's not true. If I get crit by Flash Cannon here, no, the better place to go to Ferrothorn here, even if he's body press. So I'll get my rocks up. If he's body press, so be it. I know he shouldn't have sub. I don't know where he'd fit sub. Actually, he could have sub. No, he can't have sub. He'd be sub body press. So he'd like Iron Defense, which would mean I can beat him 1v1, I think, because he has no item. I think this might not be a trap zone. At least not trapping for Ferrothorn with the body press. But he does have it. Okay, so Ferrothorn is winning this fight. Another press. I'll press you back. Nice. So we managed to get up Stealth Rocks here. Toxic is free at this point because he should EQ hard. Yeah, I'll Toxic because the how I'm winning here is with Dragapult. So you know, it's essentially over. Essentially, he is faster than me, but with the Intimidate, oh, that's lovely. Yeah, so this allows for us to go to Toxic Defog. Yeah, he might leave it in Excellent, which is what we want. We want him to oh, U-turn. That didn't make any sense. Like if he U-turn, even U-turning there would guarantee me to win. So I'm actually very surprised he U-turned. Should have sacked Rhyperior there. Obviously, it was a better mod to keep. But I figured he had Glaciate, but Rhyperior, it wasn't necessary for me to try to preserve Rhyperior there. So, yeah, that's the thing. So at this point, we just need a bit of damage on Victini so that we can Shadow Ball destroy. So the question then is, what do we need? Again, Rhyperior, especially if he Bolt Strikes. Yeah, I don't think Glaciate can kill me from here. So I'll Stone Edge again. 32%. It's a pretty weak move. Yeah, he doesn't trust it either. Landers. Ooh, that's good damage. Obviously, we hit him with the second one. So that's everybody's Shadow Ballable now. Shadow Ballable. Yeah, I'll just set up. Oh, I don't have rocks, right? But I'll get the little bit of chip with the U-turn. I keep forgetting this isn't rocks. And we'll wrap it up with Dragapult. Because everything, the stage has been set. Especially if he goes Buzzwole here. Remember Specs, Hex, Pult. Those, I think those teams can still function today. Like heavy status with the Specs, Hex. Obviously not as lethal as back in the day, but certainly think so. The reason I didn't go Pult here is I want to mitigate as much like Thunder Wave, because I faced a Thunder Wave variant of this before. I want to mitigate as much luck as possible, so this allows, say, Skulls. Okay, that's fine. We'll just fire off the Toxic here. I wouldn't be shocked if Lando came in, but the Lando doesn't have, the Lando's the same set as me. And with that bit of damage, I wouldn't be shocked if he went for Slack Off here to rejuvenate himself. The Victini isn't choiced. Okay, teleports, which is best case. Okay. So we go Ferrothorn here on the Bolt Strike / U-turn. Bolt Strike touches you, right? Yeah, okay, good. Because we want him to V-create. So that he's gotten one, he's dropped his defenses so Polt can finally come in. But he's at the range where Polt sweeps. Because I'm pretty sure Victini has a shot to take a full Shadow Ball. Polt is not the weakest, just strongest thing in the world. So that's just me using head calcs. Oh, Showdown usage, yeah, roughly that. Pretty good chance to kill, 75%, but you know, Buzzwole's going for that young Ice Punch. I respect it. I respect it. So if he crits or freezes me here, I win with Weavile. I'll do it. Don't think he can take it, but even if he does, as I said, Weavile wins from here. So it wouldn't have mattered. It would have mattered if he froze me, because then he could roost. Yeah, that could have been bad. So what would have been my play there? Went Hard Azu. Whirlpool. Yeah, Hard Azu was the play there. It actually wasn't pulled. If he crit, wouldn't matter, but a freeze would. Because then he could just heal back up. Yeah. And then the Banded is gonna knock you off. I'm gonna knock you off. Mama said to knock you off. But yeah, Ripe, it's done its damn thing. It's just Cloyster, man. Come on, how are we gonna do a Cloyster? Bisharp. I'm guessing people are hungry for these points because I've played. What was the last team like? I don't remember what was even on this team. But was it offensive? Was it a very offensive team? But this one is obviously another Cloyster. Azu is king here. Ripe is gonna be king for heat crashing, but Azu is gonna be super important for that Cloyster. Weavile as well. Infiltrator Pulse gonna be a king as well. I want rocks up in this one, so I know I can't stop the Aurora Veil, so I'm going to go on the offensive early and position Ferrothorn for success with Stealth Rocks up. And so I can hit that Cloyster that way. I don't have to worry about it switching in and out and all that. Beyond that point, we're just going to Shadow Ball spam through his team. Lando is there for the two physical mines. And Heatran's concerning, but such is life. I wouldn't be shocked if he went hard Heatran so that Ninetales isn't just sacked, because none of his setup sweepers do well versus Ferrothorn on lead. But, you know, yeah, that made a lot of sense. Balloon, huh? Balloon helps you with other Heatran, which you'd somewhat struggle with, so I get the logic there. It's just that I don't like the idea of going to Azu here, because Azu's a savior. Like when Azu comes in, people disappear. And so Magma Storm, if he wasn't on a balloon, then so I have to go Polt. Polt's my best mid ground. Okay, I'll take this. So I get a kill here because I doubt he's max Def Air Balloon, so he's likely gonna commit to leaving the Heatran in, which helps a bit because Ferrothorn is something he just doesn't deal well with. Yeah, I figured as much. I've seen Heavy Slam before, but the hail sucks. but I'm just going to read into the game a bit more. If he goes cloister, you're getting balled. Like, I'm not fucking around with your cloister. So I'm glad he goes Night Test because I know he's gonna Aurora Veil because it's the last turn of hit. Oh, that sucks. He might forfeit. That sucks. No Aurora Veil is a big deal, and you have nothing for Ferrothorn. That's a big ass deal. So now he's gonna definitely go straight for Bullet Punch. Yeah, but I'm not playing games with that. It's just too big of an issue. So now this allows for me to EQ freely. Bullet Punch is gonna miss versus a Rhyperior with Solid Rock, and he might expect Heat Crash. So superpower, okay. And what I love about Rhyperior is it positions itself so damn well that you can't set up versus it. And because I have Weavile, he can't EQ, yeah. U-turn damage would invite Ice Shard. That's toxic. Yeah, because it's irrelevant what he does with this. And he'd have to scale shot. My Lando isn't super important. I just don't want Weavile in versus his Cloister. Well, what I could do is knock his Cloister, so he can't. But then I leave myself really open to his Dragapult, depending on what it is. So since he has to scale shot, and that's gonna do nothing and drop his stop critting me, dude. Drop his defense. That plus toxic might give me the might not be enough. Yeah, he lives with a little bit. Might give me the little bit of leverage I need. So we're sack Rhyperior here. Even if he somehow SDs being big brained. Okay, just scale shots again. Even if he was being big brained there and SD'd. I was just thinking about, like, there's several ways to approach his Cloister. I could toxic it. That can miss. I mean, both of them are toxic. I could let him Shell Smash and Body Press, but then he can Hex me down. I don't want any situation where he can Hex. And I guess to avoid that, the 100% solution would be to Perish Song. But I'll have to give up. I'd Perish Song, Protect, Sack Comeback, Protect, and to be Dragapult versus Azu. That's better. Okay, he's smart. He goes for the flinch. Problem with that is now you can't Shell Smash. Yeah. And depending on what he's probably gonna hard switch to Pult here. If you Shell Smash, you're fucked. Yeah. And I just get to knock off here. Okay, excellent. So it was a smart move to Rock Blast. And fish for the hacks straight up. I don't fault him for that. If I miss Toxic there and he Shell Smashes, he could win. So we want to use the route that has the least variance possible. So we're gonna grab the last one. Okay, so I think this is a team Ninjak used. So I don't know if it's the same team, but you know, CM Finney, all that stuff. CM Finney versus my particular Ferrothorn isn't great, so I want to be careful of that. Banded Mill, Lando. My Rhyperior is a huge issue. Lando as well. Blissey. Yeah, if I position myself well, Weavile can sweep quite easily, in fact. Yeah. Because I don't think the Blissey has teleport, so that's good. Just thinking what I want to punish with. Lando is very little downside. So what I'll do here, I need some information. So we're gonna protect to see what he's thinking. He's bashing straight up. Okay. A double the zone makes sense. If he does, he does. If he does, he does. It's pretty obvious. It's not worth the trade. I don't think he doubles the zone. Yeah, it's a lot of damage, but I can deal. This at the very least allows for me to get U-turn and potential. I can get the recovery back on Lando. I knew I'm being max defense. It's gonna hurt, but I'm punishing his Melmetal heavy, which is something you don't want. You don't want Melmetal being this slow. So I'll leech seed. I knew it. Come on, man. Please fucking get this off. Thank you. I knew he'd do that. Low reward, high risk. I figured he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna predict his Lando or whatever. Lando would die if he bashed again, though. I can't have Lando coming in. So he has sub, obviously. Man, that's so fucking stupid, man. That's so lame that he got the fucking look, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll knock here. That way the Magna Zone is forever handled. That's really lame, man. Okay. Yeah, the zone is mad low, but he's losing his Weavile counters, which is why I'm not like super like, you know, all I need now is his Finny. And all I need left is Tapu Fini, and my plan will be complete. I don't think it has Toxic on the Blissey either, so I might be able to trap the Blissey. And if that's the case, then I just Pult you. Just Dragapult you. So this Flamethrower here, as much as, you know, Blissey made sense and all these great things and whatnot, and here we go and blah blah blah. Oh, you put Toxic on it. Okay, that's not great. What? Why would you? And he doesn't have Protect on that. Yeah, why would you ever do that? The miss was whatever, but like, man, I wish he didn't have heavy duty boots. Oh man, like I missed out on the KO just barely too. Like literally just barely missed out on the KO. But this now means like Azu's a huge issue. Man, the Stone, he's gonna Rocks here, so I'm gonna take this damage. 44%, yeah, makes a difference between Dragapult later. Man, no, he has Toxic. I Toxic U-turn. If I let him go into Lando, he goes Dragapult. Dragapult potentially kills him on. If I go Lando and he EQs, he's in an awkward spot. I just believe because he knows I'm banded, he'll just double switch out because he's like, I'm gonna Stone Edge. I think Pult coming in is worse than EQ'd. I think Pult coming in is worse. Ideally, he gives me Blissey. That's an ideal world. If he leaves the Lando and it sucks. Yes, that was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Giving me Blissey there. Azu cannot beat him on to come in because of the So I'm actually gonna go Weavile here. Weavile is actually my best play. I want him to go Finny. Finny only has Draining Kiss. So, well, he should only have Draining Kiss. So what I'm gonna do is knock the item off so that he's not getting any recovery. He shouldn't Draining Kiss straight up. He does, but I knew it wouldn't KO me. This allows for me to go Azu. I guess he played the Finny well enough to where, because I think the Finny outspeeds my Lando, and taunt is an issue. Oh, he didn't taunt greed. It's big greed right there. It's a mistake, especially if he lets me whirlpool it. Okay, he's smart enough to. That's a big whirlpool miss, but it is what it is. Good Dragapult double. Problem with this is if no, because I don't have ice. I don't have ice shine. Dragapult. I mean, I don't have triple axle. I was gonna say it's a SD, but because I took the Draining Kiss earlier, this is gonna come down heavily to. I don't think I can win. I think particularly because of that the Magnezone missed just now. So he's trading Pult. It's obviously spexed. Yeah, I don't. He gets the roll. Yeah, I'm a lot weaker to CM Finny than I thought, particularly because of taunt. Thing with my, but I mean, I already sort of said that in the beginning, but you know, yeah, I can't win. I'm a Swords Dance here. Man, he shouldn't leave Polton. Triple Axe. This is one time where Triple Axle would have been decent because it does so damn much. Good play and giving up Landorus here. Helmet, but as I said, that won't really matter because he Draining Kisses so much health back. So the only way I could win this is because then like knockoff isn't doing shit, right? So the only way I could have won this is like Triple Axle right here would have, if I got all hits, would have done a ton. And then I'd have to hope on a Shadow Ball crit. Yeah. Because he's faster than my Lando, or he should be. If I get the EQ damage off and I crit with Shadow Ball, I can win. What's also the interesting thing is if Blissey died, if Ripe got the KO there, okay, I get it. It's better than risking. Yeah, it's a better play. At least it's at the very least a speed tie, which he wins. So, good win on his end. That drops us back to 1800. So that was our one loss. This is just a fun team. We're weak to finish. So that's they didn't update. Yeah. Okay, so it should be like 1807, 36. So we have 4 to give. If you missed the update from like the obscenely long video last week, we're just gonna cut it off at 40. Then still gonna have highlighter play and all that, but that way we're not just playing just to play and play and play and play and play. So let's see our goal. It's just still doable. It's just 2006. So just hold on to a solid team and just slide her up. Simple. But yeah, if you have any teams, I'll link them in the description down below. And I'll see you in the next one.